Hi everybody, so this is your monthly readings for July 2017. A little bit different than the way I do the mid-months if you're just tuning in. I will say monthlies can run, energy-wise, the monthly readings can run anywhere from, I'd say like a month to 3 months, but they can go extended up to 6 months because it's based on energies, right? So it's based on your level of energy, where you're at energy-wise. And energy is kind of like, if you're stuck in the same energy, then it's kind of like you're stuck in a time loop. Like everything just keeps replaying over and over again. It doesn't matter if you move or change your partner or whatever. If you haven't done the work internally, you're stuck in the same energy. So it's just going to keep replaying over and over again. So you might not, older readings might resonate with you if the energy hasn't cleared out yet, right? So those energies can play through for a few months, right? So keep that in mind when you get a reading. I say readings because generally speaking I don't I get energies off of cards. That's why. See my hair. You can congratulate my hair. I'm sorry you guys. I try to fix it, I really do. But you can see gradually through like each video. And it's funny because if you want to know if somebody has strong Sag in their chart, it's by their hair. Yeah, Leo has like a mane, right? Like I got a Leo moon. But a Sag, and somebody with strong Sag in their chart, the harder they work, the more their hair just starts like sticking up in different areas. And what makes it funny is Sag will like just notice this one piece sticking out and they'll continuously fix that one piece. Meanwhile, like they have like their hair's all over the place and it's just that one piece they want to get to. And then it's like at work they'll walk by somebody and you know that person will be like, "Oh, you look fine," and it's because they're saying that because it's like Jesus, lady. Like, have you seen the rest of your hair that you know you're worried about that one piece? And a Sag will look at the person like, "Really? Oh, okay, thanks." But because the Sag is so oblivious, they'll like turn around and walk away and then turn back because they noticed something. And they'll be like, "Oh, you got a booger on your nose or something," but they're saying it because they don't want you to walk around like an idiot, right? Like they're letting you know. And it's like their hair is everywhere the whole they're so oblivious to what's going on, where they're in their own little world, Sages. But it's definitely, you can tell a Sag by their hair. It gets all, like, the longer they work, the frizzier it gets, the more it sticks up. Right there, we'll go there. Alright, so the first card we have is the Ten of Wands. We're going to try to cover relationships, home and work. Relationships come in all form. I repeat this in every video. I'm going to get tired of it. You're going to get tired of it. But let's be patient with each other and for people that are going to be tuning in. I appreciate all your comments, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. I really do appreciate the positive feedback that I get from you guys. And anybody who gives me negative feedback, well, you know, like, I don't know what to say to you, right? Like, it's not, I'm a fire sign, so it's not really going to bother me. You know what I mean? Like, sure, it'll hurt me, but, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not going to let it bother me, right? Like, and on top of that, I do this for free. I don't charge, so I really don't see why people feel the need to try to cause harm to somebody that does something out of the goodness of their heart. You know what I mean? Like, you're operating out of ego and pride at that point. Where the next card we have coming in is the King of Pentacles. So, like I was saying with relationships, it comes with friends, family members. It's partnerships, right? Based on everything. Coworkers. You're going to have to take it and apply it where you see fit. We have the Chariot coming in. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Fool card. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the World card coming in. Okay, so for some of you guys, what I'm getting at, like at home, you guys have taken a trip, a family trip. You'll be coming back probably like in July, or you could even be booking the trip, some sort of adventure. Some of you guys could be like traveling for work even. You got an offer somewhere else. This is working from home too, I'm getting for some of you guys. What I'm getting in relationships. It's okay, what I'm getting is you need to watch it. Like, there's this sense, we got the Fool here, okay? And if you see the Fool's face, like, there's a sense of trickery here, all right? Like, so it might even be, I don't feel like this is for anybody that will be watching, but it's a Taurus woman who took her kids on vacation around a husband's birthday or an ex's birthday or something like that. Something like that, all right? So, like, you were being cunning when you did it, right? Like, if you're watching, you were being cunning when you did it, right? Like, you have the World card coming in here, which means karma is it's gonna turn. The fortune's gonna turn, right? So if you thought you were getting away with something, we have the Chariot here, or at home, or if you're dealing with somebody that thought they were getting away with something, with the World card here, the Wheel of Karma is gonna turn, right? So just, there's a warning here, be careful what you do, right? Like, it's like emotional manipulation. There's a water sign, Tauruses, okay? Oh, this is interesting. Okay, I deal with energy, so I get different messages. They'll be for different people, and I do try to do my best to get as many as I can out and convey them in the appropriate manner. But I do have to filter them, right? And I gotta try to take, like, what I'm getting here, okay, Taurus, this is a younger Taurus. Yeah, okay, you're a younger Taurus. Okay. This queen, I just wanted to confirm it with the, and I don't think you're a sun sign Taurus. I'm getting, like, your moon is in Taurus. Okay, so you're a younger male with the moon in Taurus. Okay, this is a sun sign, and it's Scorpio. I'm getting a Scorpio. Okay, this Scorpio woman is older than you. Okay, and she's quite cunning. All right, I want you to be careful with her. I don't know if she's coming through in your work. All right, we got the King of Pentacles here. And if you look, like what I'm seeing with the Scorpio woman, you see the face on this King of Pentacles. This woman is older than you, okay? Quite cunning, okay? And when you talk to her, she seems all lovely and nice, and she's very friendly with you. But she's basically using you for some financial abundance. I don't know why. You need to be careful with her, though, okay? You need to be very careful with her. For everybody else, what I feel like, okay, I feel like you're really going to get some positive news at work. There's movement forward, okay, with the King of Pentacles. You could be given an opportunity, a promotion, a little bonus or something, maybe given the opportunity to work more overtime. There's a sense here of having to be patient and practical with your new adventures, whatever you're doing, creative projects. You got to be patient with it, okay, don't rush it. Take your time. Watch your communication at work, okay? We have, like, this King of Swords. Okay, with the Scorpio woman, whoever this older Scorpio woman is for that younger Taurus moon sign male, okay, like, her intentions, okay, like, she's quite selfish. Like, this coming, like, she's burdened. Okay, and she sees you as an opportunity, all right? And she's quite tricky. You see that? It's tricky. For some of you females, you might even have a Scorpio male that is, like, quite cunning and maybe even a stalker. I'm getting a stalker. But he doesn't live near you. We have the World card. It's causing you a lot of anxiety. So be careful with that. Maybe you have to take action against that. Okay, for work with the Knave of Wands that's coming in, so that means like it's okay, you're going to get a lot of messages. I feel like it's going to overwhelm you, even new opportunities. You might be taking new opportunities on. It could overwhelm you. Don't let it overwhelm you. This Nine of Swords, okay, that there's nothing you're going to be able to do about that. So you got to get out of your head. In relationships, there's this anxiety and burden. All right, you got this burden. Okay, and I'm going to say right now for that woman that like planned a trip on some sort of like the father's occasion. It was a father's occasion, his birthday or something. This could have even been in the past, Father's Day. You took your kids on vacation on Father's Day. Okay, well, you could have booked that vacation off of his birthday the next week, or off of Father's Day. You could have booked it the next week. All right, you well knew what you were doing. So in that case, these burdens, well, those are yours to carry, right? The wheel's turning, right? What you put out is what you're going to receive. Okay, so don't like, you can correct that now. Now you're given the chance to correct it. Okay, like you can be forgiven for your deeds. But I mean, if you keep choosing to try to emotionally hurt, this is a separation from an ex. The only person you're hurting is your children and you. Okay, so like we got to be respectful to others. Okay, that's coming through here. You got to be respectful to others. Some of you guys in your relationships, you're quite burdened. All right, you got this too. So some of you might have a choice to end a relationship. You're quite burdened by it. The Nine of Swords here. Okay, and what it's saying to do is not to end a relationship. All right, give it some more time. You might need to make some corrections. You might need to be a little more patient, because you could be avoiding the actual issue instead of dealing with it. So you're ending a relationship before you deal with it, when all the factor here is like communication. You're holding everything in when all you have to do is communicate. It's sending a message out. Some of you could send a message out and then you don't get the response you want, and that's okay. Some of you, I'm seeing this younger, we got a younger air sign, this the Knave of Swords. So it's a younger person with the Fool here, quite young. All right, Knave of Wands, they're quite young, they're naive. All right, you got more experience, it seems like, than this person. The cards are asking you not to be not to wear rose-colored glasses, right? So, I mean, even if this is, okay, if people have been warning you around you not to get involved with a specific person, okay, heed the warning, yes, but that doesn't mean that it's still not an experience that you shouldn't have, right? Like, even if it doesn't go well, then it was a life lesson you learned, right? Like, so it doesn't mean that you stop yourself from going ahead. So if you're in two minds about sending a message out, okay, take your time, reflect on it with the Knight of Pentacles, but be a fool, take a chance, send it out. You know, maybe you'll get a reply. Maybe, you know, you guys are only meant to be in each other's lives for a short period of time. Maybe it will work out. You never know, right? Anything is possible. That's the beauty in life. Anything is possible, right? It could work out. You just need to be cautious and take your time, right? Because if you're older and that person is younger, well, then they're going to be much more pushy, eager, you know, they're going to want to jump into things. So then the responsibility is going to come down on you to slow it down. So if you want that relationship to work out, don't get caught up in the passion. All right. It's saying not to think that it's going to fail before you even tried, right? So understand, okay, in life, you guys, in life when it comes to relationships, and I'm going to say this, okay, some of you have been like back and forth with the same person, and the same person just keeps hurting you, okay? So in relationships, what we need to understand is that in romantic relationships, okay, not all of us are meant to have that happily ever after with one person, you know? Like, whether you get that one person, you have kids, get married, and you're together for the rest of your life, or whether you have to search for that one person that you can have kids with and get married and then maintain the rest of your life. You know, some people, they get that one person for their whole life when they're younger. Some people, you know, it's like 30, 40 years of dating and then they get that person, okay? Either way you look at it, it's a sacrifice. Both involve a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice to be single and kiss a bunch of toads, you know, go through a bunch of toads. It's a sacrifice to be married. You have to sacrifice a lot to keep a relationship going and healthy. You know what I mean? So if you're in a relationship, it's saying don't give that up, because either way you do it, okay, there's benefits to your relationship, okay? They're saying there's avoidance, work through the issues, okay? People that are single, well, okay, they end up in unhealthy relationships because they didn't take the time when they were single to work on themselves, right? So if you're going to be single, then work on yourselves so you can get healthy, because you're still working through past heartbreak, and that's going to cause this emotional manipulation with your next partner because you haven't healed, and you're going to be hiding the fact that you haven't healed yet. Okay? You got the star. You need some healing still. All right? At work, okay? At work, you need to be very logical and stern about things. But you need to be practical and take your time. The details, focus on the details it's saying. Contracts, read every word of a contract. Okay, so at work, okay, what they're saying not to do with the star here, okay? So this is saying not to get carried away with being famous, you know what I mean? Being the top guy in the factory or at work or in the hospital, or, you know, it's saying not to get carried away with that, right? Because I went over this last month with you guys too, okay? That if you decide to get smug about things and stuff, then, you know, the universe is going to come in and humble you a bit, right? And we want to avoid that. So we want to keep things balanced, all right? Everything in moderation. Okay, so what you need to be focused on, it's saying, is, okay, you have the Knave of Wands here, and then the Star card, which is saying you don't focus on being a star or being the best of the best. Like, that's not what your focus needs to be. Your focus needs to be internally on your actual work, on your actual creativity, not for what other people want to see, but is it to your standards? Is it what you want? You know what I mean? Is it your standards of not anybody else's? Who cares about anybody else's? Because you're never going to be the star unless you become your true self, right? And that takes time, work, and patience. You need and empathy and compassion towards yourself to get that, all right? It takes mistakes and errors to do that. So you can't be all guarded up here, all right? Like, that's what the cards are saying here. You can't be afraid to take chances. But the cards are warning you of being humble, like keeping it humble, right? You're burdened in your relationships a great deal, but you're at a 10, which is a completion. Okay, so the arguments have to stop. There's this like one-upmanship that you guys are doing in your relationships. You want to one-up the other person. All right, okay, so in that case, if that's them or that's you, remove yourself from that situation, okay? So if that's if it's a person doing that to you, well, avoid it. You don't need to be connected with that. That's not positive energy. Again, I'm seeing this Scorpio, okay, and it's coming in at work where they think they're getting away with something. They're being cunning about something, and you don't see it yet, okay, but you need to see it, all right? It's a woman, and she thinks she's she thinks she's quite skilled. She's quite arrogant. And she doesn't show it, though. She's a narcissist, is what it's coming through. She's more concerned about fame and money than anything else, right? She will hurt people in the process to get there. So I'm hearing, like... Okay, so what I'm getting is, for this Taurus moons, what I'm getting is you were separated from something. You had some sort of loss, and it was like hurtful. It was fast and it was quick, all right? And this Scorpio woman was the cause of it. But somehow what I'm getting is this woman is still connected with you. So you're not even connected with this place of employment. Maybe you worked there. You lost a job because of her. I don't know if this is like in the far past or how long ago or something. I don't know. I'm getting pieces here. It's like a puzzle I gotta put together in my head, right? Like, 'cause I'm getting piece by piece. where it's weird because it's it's like you don't work with her, but she was the cause of a separation. Like, she betrayed you, all right? So, like, talking behind your back or something. But now she's, like, all up in you. Like, you're connected again somehow. But it seems like she's using you to get ahead. And you don't even realize that she was the cause of why you lost something. Or why you were separated. You lost a partner or something. This woman was the cause of it. Like, she's very conniving. Very cunning. You got to be careful with her because she has a plan. She does have a plan, right? Like, and I'm also getting that this woman, she kind of like, it seems like when you two are communicating together too, and it was like maybe even in the past or in the public, so I'm getting public, which means, so this means like with people around you, okay? She was one of those people where she made things sound like she was giving you a compliment, but she actually wasn't. So like, she could have been saying, like, when you spoke, she could have said something like, after you spoke, where, oh, that's an interesting interpretation, or, I don't know why I just said that. That's what I'm getting. It's like, oh, everybody's drinking crazy juice today. Like, these really weird comments. Oh, 1 second, guys. Sorry. Pause. Alright, guys. Hopefully, is it working? Yeah, okay, it's working. I got a lot of interruptions today. Okay, but with this woman, I'm seeing like there's like publicly she was like put you down without you even noticing that she was putting you down. It's almost like you admire her, okay? But she sees you as this Page of Swords, quite naive. So I don't know if you have like air in your chart somewhere. She sees you as quite naive and easy to fool, right? So, I mean, if you have air in your chart, hopefully it's a Gemini. Because if you're a Gemini, well then, you know, you have the power to fool the fool, right? Okay? So if you're a Gemini, watch the Gemini video. Maybe there's a message in there for you. All right? If you're not a Gemini, well then you have to be aware that this woman thinks that she's fooling you and you need to fool the fool. You need to step back and observe, okay? Slow, patient. But at work, take your time with things, okay? Really focus on details. Be practical about things. Don't let your emotions get out of hand. Don't be afraid to take risks, okay? And keep it humble, it's saying, okay? All right, you guys. Hopefully that helped you out. I mean, at home, you guys have a decision to make, so it could be moving at home. But there's a trip. I feel like it's a trip, right? Okay, and what it's saying here, what not to do at home, okay? So this is like Facebook. I get this all the time for you guys. It's like sending messages out over Facebook or the internet. Don't do that. Like, don't do a lot of that at home. This is also like multiple women or multiple men, multiple offers, right? Like, you got to narrow it down. You can't be playing the fool because it's honestly saying that the wheel of karma, okay, this month, for the whole month, the wheel of karma is going to shift. So you got to be careful about what you put out because what you put out is what you're going to be getting back. It's going to be what you receive. It's going to come back at you. So you got to be careful about your surroundings. And at home, it's saying like if you're don't take any quick swift actions like moving out or separating from a spouse. Don't take those quick swift actions. It's saying to like this month, really, before you do anything, be methodical about it. Be logical about things. See where the emotions and your decision factors are running from. Are you just, all high off of passion and excitement, that you want to get things moving, like you can't make decisions when you're in that that high state, you got to wait until you're like you come off it a little bit and you're balanced, right? Like if you're too sad and you're too happy, your decisions are going to be swayed towards that. It's like you can make promises that you can't keep when you're happy, and if you're mad, you can say things that you don't mean, but you can't take back. That can be quite hurtful. Okay, so, and this is even at work, right? Things could be said or done that could be quite hurtful, but you need to stand back and observe, take your time, right? To avoid it. It's saying to avoid it. All right, you guys, that's all I got for this month. Hopefully that helped you out, and I will talk to you in a month. Ciao for now.